Hello, hello everyone. Hello. Are you not enjoying this amazing night? It's absolutely phenomenal. So, as Randy spoke about, I've been working with women with voices for over 20 years. And at the beginning, it was so much just about the voice, the external instrument. But after so many years, it became very clear it was so much deeper, more about the internal voice. So I'd like to share a story with you. I want you to imagine a girl who was born to a teenage mother who ran away with her boyfriend to California, madly in love. But within 6 months, he leaves her. Imagine a girl who gets a second-degree burn on her arm because she fell asleep on the floor in the shelter where they were living because she couldn't afford the apartment. Imagine a girl who catches pneumonia from that shelter because there's not enough heat and her mother couldn't keep that apartment alone. Imagine a girl who gets pneumonia a second time when her mother returns from LA back home to New Jersey, very much humiliated, but only has a light sweater for her little girl. Imagine a girl who gets kidnapped from that mother by her grandfather due to finding her under severe neglect. Green teeth, rashes everywhere, toes curled from being in the same shoes as when she was born. Now imagine that girl begins to feel a little bit of love because now she's with this grandfather and his wife, who has 6 children, and was about to be given to his best friend, who was like a brother to him, and his wife, who didn't have any children. But now imagine that days before that was to happen, that adoption was to happen, he gets killed in a tragic car accident. So his wife adopts her. But now there are 7 children and no father. So she turns to alcohol and becomes incredibly abusive to that little girl. Imagine this girl now gets taken to live with her uncle out of that environment. But in that environment, she now suffers sexual abuse from that family line. Now this story could have a tragic ending, as so many stories do. But imagine this girl, although never adopted by them, was raised all throughout all of this by those very people, that couple. And imagine that they instill in her incredible amounts of love and nurturing and a belief in herself that she could do anything she set her mind to do. Imagine she receives clean care, a clean home while she stays with them, rather than the mice and roach-infested house that she was living around the corner. Imagine that she was taught, I believe in you. You are beautiful, you are loved, rather than you're nothing and you'll never be anything and you were a big mistake. Imagine this girl believes those godparents and goes on to graduate high school, become the first in her family to attend and graduate college. Everything changed for this girl when she received the love and care and nurturing from those godparents. Now imagine that this little girl was me, because it is my story. And it was everything changing because of those godparents, Willard and Lucille Evans, that I was able to go on and do all of the things that you just heard. But there are so many who don't get that love, care, and nurturing. So you just heard an amazing presentation from an organization that's been around for 35 years, doing it beautifully. I am at the beginning. I created WILU, the WILU Foundation, to honor my godmother and godfather, to give love, care, and nurturing to young girls, teens, and young women who have been abused physically, sexually, emotionally. And there are a number of organizations and people and celebrities and so forth who are doing very similar work, and it is all beautiful, it is all needed. But the statistics are really astounding. 6 out of 10 women have experienced abuse of some sort. That means in this very room, over half have experienced it in some way. And that number jumps to 8 out of 10 for women of color. Now, in any other arena, this would be seen as an epidemic, right? Something along the lines of cancer, or our recent Ebola outbreak. And then there would be a worldwide movement to stop it, to put an end to it. But sadly, there isn't. However, again, there are individual organizations, and WILU seeks to bring together so many voices that are working individually and independently to make a change. We have celebrities and even women that have just spoken at the awards, very outspoken, because we all recognize the need for change. It's our mothers, our sisters, our daughters, our nieces, our cousins, our aunts, our grandmothers. And the time is now. So the WILU Foundation is seeking again to connect into the areas of TV, film, radio, to really utilize all of these areas to further the message and really bring about the movement and change in the world that we want to see. So, the desire is to create a women's network, a place where women can come to be empowered by women, women helping women, with programming in mind, body, and spirit, designed to inspire, encourage, and empower our girls, teens, and young women. And through the power of the internet, it makes it that much more accessible. And the power of TV around the world. All programming designed to help young girls and teens and women to believe in themselves and to hear that same message. You are beautiful, you are loved, and you can do anything you set your mind to. So how can you help? Very similarly, with time, talent, resources, and nothing is too small or too great that can help in this way. And whether it's through the WILU Foundation or through helping build a network. We also have a table in the back, and I invite you to come back and just share your story if you have one. Say hello, and pledge to make some sort of support, whether it's of your time, of your talent, or of your treasure. Because in this world, no one can do it alone, as we all know. Anyone here do anything all by yourself with no help whatsoever? Exactly, exactly. So just as each voice is needed to make up a symphony, and each instrument is needed to make up a beautiful a symphony and the choir, every heart can sing, and every voice can be heard if we all come together. So I hope today, as we all get together in this amazing event that Randy has put together, honoring the work of entertainment, to not just entertain, but to also really empower others. I do invite you to come and join us also with the WILU Foundation. Thank you so very much.